The operator is responsible for the safe operation of these tools. The operator must inspect the bolts in the arms of the 6-shooter to make sure they're secure. That must be done several times throughout the day. They can vibrate loose in use, so make sure you check to make sure they're tight. The bolts in the blades must be checked periodically to make sure that they're tight. We don't want a blade coming off while the unit is rotating and being thrown off and injuring someone. The operator must establish a safe zone, a perimeter, 20 feet outside of the cutter. If any person enters that safe zone, the operator must stop operating the equipment, put his hands on the glass to indicate that he's not giving any control inputs, and encourage that person to leave the safe zone and then start operating the tool again. Never operate the tool when anybody is inside the safe perimeter. The operator must not use the tool or transport the tool oriented in this fashion. The attachment point and indeed the seals and bearings inside the auger are not meant for this kind of loading. This tool weighs over 1,000 pounds. To put that kind of a load on this seal and bearing is not going to bode well for the auger. Also, the centering shaft, this bottom shaft, the guide shaft of the 6-shooter, is not meant to hold weight out. All it does is centers the machine for cutting. So when you pick the frame and the road overcut up, you want to make sure that the shaft is vertical, perpendicular to the ground. Never try to load the donut and frame onto a trailer or a truck, because normally you'll have to rotate the machine up in this fashion and you put all that weight on the shaft, and the auger drive unit is not going to stand that kind of use. So avoid using it to load any material. Just pull the overcut from the road and drop it, and then pick it up with something else, some other piece of equipment, and load it out onto a truck or trailer. Never try to use the cutter extractor without a centering device. The speed plate is an absolute must. You will bend the teeth if you try to cut without the speed plate.